Hello, I'm Kamila Kudelska for Polskie Radio English section, and today I'm honored to be sitting in the studio with Tomasz Stańko, a renowned Polish jazz trumpeter, composer, and band leader. Mr. Stanko has been honored with many prestigious awards for his music, such as the Culture Creator, the title awarded annually by the most influential Polish weekly, Polityka, and many others. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
And we also have Ania Stanko, Tomasz Stanko's daughter and agent. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
So Mr. Stanko is also the director of the Jazzowa Jesień Festival in Bielsko-Biała. And the 13th edition starts this Sunday, November 8th, and lasts for a week, ending on the 15th. So I'm going to start out with some questions about the festival. So how do you choose this year's performers at the festival?
This process is kind of pretty similar, like my process of composition music. I used my knowledge as a musician, as a composer, to just improvise in time program for the festival. This is a little like curators in the exhibitions in visual arts, a little like producers, but I have a luck, to work together with my daughter Ania, and she get every logistic part of this programming the festival, and I am kind of a high artist way to improvise who are free and who will be participated on festival this year. In fact, we have kind of this is kind of a little ECM festival. I mostly invite artists from ECM company, ECM label, where I am part of this company, and Anya helped me with this process.
Right. The festival has been applauded in the past for its collaboration of different sounds, that it's not just classical jazz, but all different types of jazz. So how do you decide to combine all these sounds to make it sound like altogether very good?
Well, that's, as my father said, it's kind of improvisation, so it's a process. So sometimes we are kind of also surprised how the sounds are mixing, but when you are just that always is like this, that when we are choosing from the projects which are recorded for ECM label, that means that always the quality is perfect, so it just mixing itself. So it's just like when you have the high quality, it can be like different styles, but it always is kind of getting together,
and it combines very well together. Great. And what stands out about this year's festival to you?
Maybe I'm because my favorite is Egberto de Gismondi, a Brazilian guitar player, famous artist, and that was luck to invite him, because before in the past he don't play too much so often that I anyway I see him in New York in Symphony Space something like a year ago, and I also play with him in the same festival in San Francisco, and then I ask Anya to maybe let's try to engage him one more time, maybe we will have luck, and we get this luck. That is my favorite, and Anya, maybe he say about her favorite. What's the beginning of festival?
Well, yeah, I'm very, very happy to have that. We'll begin the festival with Maria Schneider and her orchestra. She's a great composer and band leader. She was awarded many Grammy Awards, and she's like worldwide famous. And that's a very charismatic person, and that's a great beginning of the festival. So I'm very happy for this.
Right. So there's amazing people going to be playing for the entire week.
Yeah. We have it's like those are two highlights, but there's of course my father will be playing in his special project with a great rhythm section, Andrew Cyril, the legend of percussion, and Eric Reeves, a great double bass player, and we have some Norwegian jazz, Matthias Eik, and jazz from Great Britain, Andy Shepard, and some Brooklyn jazz, Tim Byrne,
international,
like very international, there are there's a lot of variations. Yes, so yeah, that will be great week.
Great. So this is for Tomasz Stańko. So why create a jazz festival 13 years ago? For you as a jazz player, what did it mean to be part of being an artistic director of a festival?
The reason was simple. Jazz city of the president of Bielsko-Biała and director of culture
Center.
department, culture center in Bielsko, just propose me these rules. This is quite often, since couple of years, musicians more and more are into the festivals program. This is not new things. This is new kind of fashion for festival programming, and I was really happy, and I get this proposition with. Especially that I can work with Anya, and was very from the logical side. It was very easy for me and quite comfortable.
And so the festival, this is the 13th edition this year. So
Yes.
how do you feel about it in the past 13 years? Has it changed? Has it developed? Are you
It's
proud
developed.
of how
I
it's
think
become?
we have I think that, I don't know, probably this is very natural, that if you work more and more, then you can have easier to find some kind of glue for festival program. I think since couple of years I'm really always very happy, for the last effect of this. And I ask her, this year is fantastic festival. More and more we are satisfied, more and more satisfied from the program.
But the 13th edition also means that we have great memories from the past, and they are gathering. So there was so many great concerts, like Cecil Taylor and Gary Barton with Chick Corea and Pharoah Sanders and Anwar Braham. There were so many great memories and great concerts. So that's amazing, really.
That's great. So now kind of turning to your history and your music. As I understand, you first encountered jazz listening to Voice of America. Is that correct?
That's true. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That was long time ago.
Right. How significant was it to listen to jazz on the radio for your childhood and to your eventual choice of career?
I mean, that was reason was that we don't have in this time was no any records, was no tradition, was no nothing, just only this famous radio program for us, created by Willie Scanover. That was our school, my school, first school. Chet Becker was kind of the first guy what I was listening him, and then Myers, Train, and everybody, Mr. Mr. Canover have great taste, and that was best school for me.
So did it really inspire you when you were listening to the jazz?
Definitely.
Yeah.
That was but also in '58, I think was first I have chance to listen first jazz concert live was in Poland, Dave Brubeck Quartet, and that was my first live gig, and that was really inspired me quite a lot.
Great. So jazz is continually evolving and changing since the 80s, since you were growing up in Poland. And today the Polish jazz music scene has been described as diverse but pure. How do you compare the jazz scene in Poland presently to when you were just starting out to play in Poland?
It's pretty similar than everywhere now. There is many schools, education is fantastic, lot of great young musicians and plenty of places to play. In my time, I remember with Christopher Komeda, we in 63, 64, we play only 3-4 concerts per year. That's been completely different than today. Just popularity is absolutely much bigger.
Right. And as such an influential figure in jazz, in the Polish jazz music scene, do you feel the need to support or, help the up-and-coming jazz players in Poland?
You mean from the government?
No, we
Well,
mean
no,
the
just-
young talents from Poland.
Yeah,
do you,
young
feel- do you
talents.
think feel
I think, we have kind of support. Maybe not that
about you personally?
You personally, yeah.
personally.
Yes, yes.
Do I support
Yeah.
somebody? Yeah, of course. I was playing. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
My English is well, that's fantastic that I have Anya to correct me. Of course, I was playing a couple of years ago. I think I was working with a very young Polish musician, Marcin Wasilewski, Sławek Kurkiewicz, and Michał Miśkiewicz, and band was fantastic. And we was recording for ECM. I bring them to the ECM company, and now they are alone. But still, we playing all the time. I think if I was that was great.
Yeah.
Always I have good musician was in Poland also.
Right. And finally, just one last question. You've said in the past that during communism, jazz was like freedom for us, the opposite of communism. What does jazz mean for you now?
Jazz mean music art, great music art, what is probably very global art, what is one of the first art who was really global and from the beginning, and something with used kunst of improvisation, and this kunst is really creative process of compose of create music, and I just love the most this music.
Do you feel that your perception of jazz has changed as you've grown with it?
I don't think so. I think that my perception is still the same. Maybe I now is word offered much more kind of music. It's lot of music. Just slowly take part the same like classical music is kind of sophisticated music and not for everybody, but still one of the best things what word offered to myself.
Great. Thank you so much. I'm here with